Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Isegolua Tolu Aya Adewusi. Today I'm doing one of the favorites, one of the common Nigerian snack, or even let me just say Africa as a whole. Everywhere you go, somebody is eating puff-puff. So we're making puff-puff today. It's simple, it's straightforward, and we're just gonna get right to it. Let me introduce you to the ingredients we are using for this puff-puff recipe. Of course, we're gonna be using flour, we're gonna use sugar, we're gonna use some water, warm water, and we're gonna have some nutmeg, some salt, and some self-rising yeast. It's a quick rising yeast so that the batter doesn't have to sit for long. And of course, you need a clean bowl and your ends if you're local like me, or you can use fork to start it if you're trying to touch up a little bit. You still get the same result, honestly. So for this puff-puff, we're gonna be using 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, and right there I have 2.5 teaspoons of yeast, and salt is to taste, and the nutmeg is 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Guys, this is Tolu Cooks, and let the fun begin.
Tell me who you know, who plans better, that dream come true. Yeah. She not there disappoint.
We're gonna go ahead and get 3 cups. One cup of sugar because I want it sweet. If you do not want it as sweet as this, you don't have to use as much sugar. You can always half the sugar or increase it if you want it to taste just like sugar. And I go ahead and I add in my salt to taste. That's just to taste. And I have my yeast. You don't have to mix it with warm water and let it sit for a while. And I have my nutmeg. And this is my dry ingredients. You want to go ahead and mix that together properly. You just want to make sure it's blended, then spread it out. Now we're going to use water. So you can decide to use a fork. It's still going to do the same thing. Make sure your hand is clean. Like before I started cooking, I washed my hands, and we're going to go ahead and put the water gradually. Do not put all the water at once. I have about 2.5 cups of water in this bowl. You just want to make sure that you blend everything in together. You don't want it to have lumps. So now we're gonna go ahead and try and cover this up. We wanna make sure we seal it so that air cannot get in. There we go. And just leave it for about an hour. Then it should have rised. Then we're gonna go ahead to the stove and fry it. I'll show you what it looks like in about an hour and a little bit. Now we have the batter. It's been sitting for over an hour. Let's see what it looks like now. If you look in here, you can see that the batter has risen. So we have the oil already on the stove. We just want that to get hot, and we're gonna go over and we're gonna start frying. So let's go over to the stove. So the first thing we want to do is, as long as we get our oil hot, then we're gonna go ahead on one side. And you just drop it in fast. You can see, if you look in there, you can see it's coming back up. If you want it bigger than this, you can make it bigger. But over here in the state, we're used to having our puff-puff little because we have it as appetizer. And that should be enough for this batch. You don't have to mix the rest, just leave it like that. And once that one starts coming up, we're gonna start turning it. Go ahead and try and get it turned so that way it evenly browns together. And if it doesn't want to turn, don't worry, it will still get done. My people, I have made you this yumilicious snack all the way from my country or even from the continent of Africa. This is puff puff. When you break it open, you see, you want your puff puff to be soft. You see that? You do not want it to be bready. That is how a perfect Nigerian puff puff should look like. Guys, thank you for always watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for liking this video and the many other ones I've done. I love you, love you, love you. Always remember to hold on to your faith. Remember to love your family and never let go of your wonderful, beautiful friend. This is the tree of life. It keeps us grounded and keep us going. I love you, and I love you, and I love you. Try puff puff. This is delicious. Don't eat too much, oh. You get calorie.